Howdy there, I'm Kiram, the social media manager at Clear Imaging, and I've been doing internet marketing since all the way back in 2003. And in that time, I've collected a lot of inside knowledge about the web. And today I want to share that with you about social so we can see how we can better grow your business. So the goal here is to find where you're missing out on social and then give you some recommendations so you can get the word out and promote your business. Now, if you're not sure if you should be active on the socials, let me tell you some stats. 90% of millennials, 77% of Gen X, and 48% of baby boomers are active on social. So if you want to get their attention, you can't ignore it. And if you're not getting their attention, then your competitors are. So we want you to get those sales, not them. Let's start right in. We're here on the homepage, and this is your Facebook link. If we click on that, it brings this guy up. So this looks like it was made and never completed. You have more, actually. Here's this one. This has a couple people and has a logo. And there's this one, which has your newer logo. And then a couple people here. So I'm not really sure if you've lost control of these earlier ones. And then this is your new clean slate. Either way, you've got a few going on. Whichever one is the one, I recommend obviously linking that one to your Facebook and then closing the other two if you have control over them. So, but getting back to Facebook itself, the idea here is many years ago when you would post on Facebook, a lot of your followers would see your posts. These days, only 5% at the most see them. So let's say you had 100 followers, all right? Only 5 people are going to see your post when you do it. That is not enough. That is not how you're going to make impact. So Facebook did that on purpose, and now they make you pay to play. So let's say you had, for instance, 5,000 followers, right? And you did a post, and if you wanted more to see it, you would boost that post so more of your followers can see it. So that's a strategy for showing more of your followers. But in your case, you don't have any followers. So what you could do is you could create a post and then boost the post to be shown to people in your area. So there's 2 ways we can go about doing this, right? So you have a really great post that you put together. It's very quality. And if you had a lot of followers, you can pay Facebook to show that to more of your followers, right? So like $50 to show it to thousands of your followers. But if you don't have followers, what instead you can do is target a geographic area, put the gender, male or female, and then put the age, and then put the city, and then Facebook's going to show it to those people who don't know you yet. So that's a way you can reach out and reach more people, and then you would have to have the post created. It'd have to be a good idea. I wouldn't just boost anything, right? And that's, you have to pay Facebook. You put your credit card in there, and then you go in and you when you're logged in, there'll be a button where click boost post, and then you choose your budget. It could be $5 for the post, or it could be $500. It's totally up to you. The more money you pay, the more people it shows. And then people click, and then if they're interested, then you can message with them. I can tell you more about that later. But that's the strategy with Facebook. It's really good for reaching out to people, but you have to pay to play. Otherwise, just posting regularly, it's good to show that you're active and that you're in business, but it's not necessarily going to bring you any leads and clients. So you need to pay into that. Over here on Twitter, I found you over here. Got a couple followers. Not a whole lot happening as far as frequency. It's been a little while. But the strategy with Twitter is, posting short pieces of content, short text, images, video, little pieces of info like that. Whereas over here at Facebook, you're going to want to either showcase your services or give some free education. Think of it as with Twitter, giving your message in 100 characters, or in a couple sentences, whereas on Facebook you get to give your message in 5 times that of what Twitter would be. And you're in a really good opportunity actually for social, because there's so much education that you can be doing, and people love education. That's why people, that's a big reason when people end up going with the company, is if that company gave them some free education. There's so much that people don't know about, for instance, getting their EIN. How do you do that? And how do you make your own LLC? What are the maintenance rules to maintain your corporation for the, annual maintenance, quarterly maintenance? There's heaps upon heaps of data that people don't know, and all of this. So that becomes fodder, that becomes great content to post on Facebook, and then in a shorter format on Twitter. People love to be educated. It positions you as an authority. You help them, and then you're winning a place in their mind as someone who's helped them and an authority. Also, there's great opportunities to play off of, following your dreams. A lot of people want to start their own business. They have no idea how. It's just like a big confusion to them. Well, with you, that could be an angle for a lot of your posts where, stop dreaming. It starts today with forming your LLC, or your I guess in that case it would be an LLC to keep it simple for them. But that's an angle that you can take by helping them materialize their dreams, by taking that first step. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. It starts with getting your legal in order and actually forming your business. So there's a lot of good angles you can take on social. And, over on Instagram, I think things like quote cards would be really good for you. And you know what I'm talking about by quote cards. It's like you have an image and there's a quote on it. Basically the idea. Like this, quote cards. That'd be really good for your Instagram. Also, anything with testimonials is good content. So those are the kinds of things that I would suggest posting on your socials. And, there's other platforms like Google My Business, which you should, post to at least once a week. And, of course, there's others like Pinterest. But if I was, with you and your business, I would just focus in on Facebook and Instagram, and then Twitter and Google My Business as the most. I wouldn't bother stretching into any more than those 4 platforms. That'll keep you pretty busy. And then the focus would be on those Facebook boosted posts, because that's your method of promotion where you're actually going to reach out and get people into your funnel. So that is what I would suggest. Now you might be wondering, okay, so what are the benefits of getting active on social? So first, the more likes, shares, follows, and comments you get, the more Google's going to notice that, actually. So this is a part of Google's algorithm now. They're going to move you up in the search results the more popular you are on social. Point 1. Point 2, people in your field with corporate services, they're not necessarily savvy about social in your area, right? Same with accounting and other professional services. So what that means for you is it's actually an opportunity. The area is ripe for you to come in and dominate, because not so many people in corporate services are dominating on social, so you can really get attention. Third point is your customers are on these platforms, so they're there. You just need to make yourself visible and get in front of them with your message. So like I said, with those boosted posts, that helps. Otherwise, it's just passive. You just do your posts and nobody really sees you. You have to get active and actually put money behind it. Now, you might be thinking, well, I do post and I don't get any sales. Facebook doesn't work. And I agree. If this was your Facebook page right here, and if you posted 3 times a day, you're not going to get anywhere, because only 3 people a day are going to see your posts. So that's why you have to have a strategy behind each platform. And otherwise, social won't work. And it only works if you do it the right way. So that would be the right way to do it. Other points to go over. We do have some case studies and some testimonials we can show you from clients that we've helped with social. So we can send those over to you if you're interested. Over Clear Imaging, About Us, we've got some case studies here. And I have some specifically on social media that might not be on that page, so we can send those to you via email if you want to see them. But otherwise, wrapping it up here, what we've talked about. So you don't want to wait to start promoting. You want to promote now so that in the future you're ensuring that you've built up that equity, you're building up a following, and that you can harvest at a later time what you're growing today, right? So you're putting it there for the future. And this is the kind of thing you have to do and commit to ongoing, basically, ever after. It's the same with search engine optimization. You don't just do it one time, right? You don't just do a few months of social then stop. It's all part of growing a following. And in the case of SEO, it's about growing your content and your reputation with Google and becoming an authority. You always want to keep doing that. And then for social, it's the same thing. So it's a kind of thing that is an ongoing campaign. Now, of course, if you can't be bothered, we can take it off your plate and help you with it. We do have a service here, social media marketing, so you can work on the business and not in the business. So please reach out to us if you're interested, and we can tell you more about our service and the packages. And that just about does it for our audit. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. If you want to get more specific and get granular, I'd love to answer those questions and give you more strategies if you want, some do-it-yourself strategies. Whatever info you'd like, I'd love to give it to you. That would be my pleasure. Also, I believe I was the web developer many years ago for this website. I've been with Clear Imaging since 2005, I believe. And I used to be the web developer who did updates for your website. This was several years ago. Anyway, so hello, me behind the scenes. Anyway, so don't be shy. Reach out and let us know if there's any more information we can give you. All right, take care.